sacred dishes life. He just doesn't defy the gravity of something. Life, each running each other, ubiquity. Life, she doesn't need a name to distinguish him. Oh, she flies through the proud darkness, rather than the breathless vastness of the world. Oh, yes, in knowledge and the heart of herself, he believes she's won all again. It's no exception, it's just less. I guess you can't cross a gentle tiger. Life, expecting, running each other, ubiquity. Radiant, existence. He doesn't need a name to rule us all. Afraid of the wind, order was grasping of the driftwood kingdom night from them. Oh, he flies to be the wings of the flightless, fly high to be seen from everywhere. She just tells them here's the without whispering. He believes she's one of a chain. Oh, he flies through the proud darkness, rather than the breathless vastness of the world. Oh, yes, she didn't need it to like himself. She believes she tries at night to see the sun of tomorrow. He never wanted a special day. He just wanted to be there like a wind, naturally, as a matter of course. He believes we won overcame. She believes we won.
Oh shit, what's up? Tried something a little different there. Try to open it up with some music to, well, give myself some time, so that way when I threw up the link and said I was live, people can come in, hear a little music, and it give me a little more time to like mentally prepare. And I think that was pretty smart. I'll admit, I was a little anxious getting on because, like, I don't know, I don't just talk. I never did a stream where I just like sat down and talked and just didn't have anything else going on. I had one other stream where I talked, but I was with friends. It's on this channel. I think it may have gotten deleted because it was a while ago, but I have it on my computer. It was an okay stream. This was like around Jacko's release, so that was like, I don't know how long ago that was. That could have been like, 3 months ago, maybe a little more. I don't know. However, today, oh, you know what? This is like the first episode that I'm doing this. I'm calling it an episode. I don't know how consistent I'll keep up with this. But yeah, this is like a little fireside chat that I'm calling Flareside Chat, which is the fire. My name. But really, I just want to do more stuff like this. This is gonna be something I'm gonna be doing at the end of the week, hopefully every week, because I want to stream more. So I'm gonna give myself a reason to stream more by just saying, hey, I have a bunch of topics I actually want to talk about, but I'm being too much of a lazy douchebag to actually make a video about it. So instead, I'll do this little talk show or a fireside chat. I don't know if this would necessarily be called a fireside chat, where I will just blurt out whatever thoughts I have. Of course, I'm going to have it all organized and stuff, and I do have it organized. So I'm not going off of nothing. I need my thoughts organized. I was going to do this last week, but I was so underprepared, and I didn't feel confident enough to actually go on and just do it. You know what? Let me do one thing, actually, because I kind of want to do a little self-promotion. So, I in the end, I still wasn't ready. But it's not that bad. Give me a hot second. Just gonna copy my link. Copy. No, get out of there. I don't need Twitch open on there. All right. Oh no. All right, hold up. Where's the promote yourself? Going off about Guilty Gear. I think that's a good way to word it. And then copy, and then paste, and then paste, and then where the fuck? Where is it? There's a thing. Promote, self-promote. All the self-promote, that's what they call it. There it is. You know, I'm going to do it here too. I feel weird doing it. I'm actually not going to go too much into it. There we go. So, all right. Back from the beginning, a little back from the top. I already said how this is something I wanted to do, so that way I can talk more, so I can stream more, and just get more confident pressing the go live button. I know that sounds a little ridiculous, but hell, you know, it's crazy. Today, I follow a lot of streamers. Some of them I consider friends, some of them I'm just a fan of. It's all well and good. Let me close some of these up. And what's crazy is, I don't know what it is, everyone's experiencing burnout. And here I am, just sitting there, I was like, okay, I'm ready to start up. I'm feeling ready to go. And it feels, weirdly enough, and I don't, I feel a little shitty for saying this. I feel motivated. Everyone's feeling burnt out to stream, and that makes me feel motivated even more to stream. And I feel a little. That feels like something shitty to say because I was already feeling motivated to do it, and for some reason that makes me feel like, yeah, all right, I'm feeling it. I don't know. I hope they get back to it because I want to watch my friends' streams more. I want to watch some people stream more. But enough of that. The topic today. The talk I want to talk about. There's actually two of them. And I want to talk about Guilty Gear Strive's DLC content. Because Testament came out at the beginning of this week. And they are fucking awesome. I love them. And I kind of wanted to look back at all the DLC characters. The first batch. And I kind of want to give my opinion on all of them. How well they did. How good they are. What they brought to the game. And whether or not I like them or not, or like playing against them or not. And then after that, I actually want to talk about the second batch of DLC and then on. Because I actually have some... Because, well, one, I want to talk about the data mine stuff, but I also want to bring up some of my stuff, my personal stuff that I want to see come in. So... Before I don't want to get too far. I don't want to get off track though. Let's just start with Gold Lewis. Gold Lewis was the first character to be added into Strive, and it really wasn't that surprising because in the story mode, Gold Lewis was already there. There was even a rumor that he was supposed to be on the base roster, but then that got scrapped, and I'm kind of willing to believe that. Because of the fact that there were 5 DLC characters for the first batch, and from the looks of it, we're only going to get 4 characters in the second batch. And if that's true, I'm willing to believe that maybe it was how it's supposed to go. Because there's probably going to be a third batch. It was supposed to go 4, 4, 4. 4 characters, 4 characters, 4 characters. But due to a certain pandemic, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying that or not. Twitch is weird. But Gold Lewis got pushed back, and they had to wait to actually bring him out. And so how was he? Well, I'll be real with you. Even though he didn't... Look, here's the thing, and I want to make this very clear. Was he good? Not really. But he's also a really big, slow dude. So, and I hate to say this, majority of the time, those characters don't tend to be like competitive or really good. That's kind of how it is. It's unfortunate. It's unfair. As a matter of fact, it's actually straight up unfair. But it's how it be. Was he good for the game? Absolutely. What a fucking great addition to the game. It is so good. Because even though, like I said, big characters aren't that popular, but do you know how many big characters were in the game out of the 15 that came with the base roster? 2. I think having a third big body character that just does big swings is good. It's great. It was heavily needed. It's not like it's hurting the game or anything. It's a little polarizing making that the first character, but like I said, it wasn't surprising. Because, like I said, he was in the story mode, and he was very detailed. So it was like he was screaming, "Play as me." And his moveset, I really like it. I came a little more prepared than I gave myself credit for. Hold up. Where's the... I gotta put it in a Discord thing. Oh, wait, I was gonna do this. Yeah, hold up. Let me... Shit. Oh, I didn't, okay, wait, I did not plan this out as well as I thought. Whoops. Hot, give me a second. Pictures. Oh my god, what the fuck is it? We'll put it in here for the time being. Save image. I want to pull up Gold Lewis pictures. Picture, save image. Ow. Where is it? Nope, whoa, that wasn't it. Alright, then I gotta go over back to OBS and add picture, image, gold. Where is it? It should be right here. Awesome. Yep. This is the character we're talking about. This is the character I was talking about, Gold Lewis Dickinson. I'm always gonna have trouble with that name. So like I said, his whole design absolutely screams, I'm gonna be a main character. What a fucking sick design. I love him. Look at him. What a fucking Chad. All American. And not even like stereotypically bad American. Haha, fat character. He's fat and therefore big and slow. He actually looks like a fucking badass. Like he is a big character, but he's a big character and he actually feels powerful. Fucking great. Beautiful. And then let me pull up his moves very quickly. Image. Not gonna focus on it too much. There it is. Now, that don't look like a lot, don't it? Wow, he's pretty simple, Flare. He only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 special moves. 3 of them are just normal specials, and then 2 supers. Wow, that's a pretty shitty kit. That's a pretty shitty kit there, buddy. But you probably have noticed. Yeah, let's take a look. Hold on. Let's get a little closer. You see that Behemoth Typhoon? Air OK, any half circle. Well, hold on. Any half circle? Well, that's pretty weird for an input. Doesn't that just mean you can just start from anywhere? And you are absolutely correct. This is the unique thing about Gold Lewis that I think just makes it, that made everyone just go, oh, this is such a fucking cool character. Despite the fact that he's not, good. He brought such an interesting variety to the game. Chat. There we go. So, what does this look like? What does Behemoth Typhoon look like? Well, it looks like this. Behemoth Typhoon is a move where, for some reason, everyone calls, so we call it a pizza input, or we call it. I've heard people call it that. I really like it, just because it looks like a pizza. So, the whole gimmick around this guy is that he swings his coffin around to deal damage and all that. But depending on where you start the half circle, it has a different effect, which is something you have to keep track of. And it tells you how it works. So, like, this one has a fast startup. This one launches your opponent. This one forces your opponent on the other side. This one hits far. This one's an overhead. This one's a low. This one's a fast startup and an overhead. And it was funny. People were memeing people memed the absolute hell out of the video, the starter guide for this, because every time they talked about each version of the Behemoth Typhoon, the narrator would say, "In this Behemoth Typhoon," and you see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we had to listen to that 8 times. In this Behemoth Typhoon, in this Behemoth Typhoon, in this Behemoth Typhoon, in this Behemoth Typhoon. My mouth's gonna go dry if I try to do that. But yeah, no, that became a pretty good meme that I see it come around every now and again. It's pretty good. But I wish I could have played more of him. I wish I could like him more. Because you know what the problem I have with him is? It's not even a real problem. It's so much that here's the thing. I can play this character. The I love half circle inputs. Actually, I know it sounds weird to have like a favorite input. I love half circles. That's great. I don't know what about it. It feels powerful. It feels strong. It feels like you're doing a strong move. It feels like I don't know how to put it. I played Dudley in Street Fighter. Everything he does is a perfect like encapsulation of what a half circle input is supposed to feel like. And I know that sounds weird, and I could probably make that a topic in of itself, so I'm not going to delve on that too much. But what sucks about it for me is that I play on a hitbox. And for those of you who don't know what a hitbox is, it's basically a type of controller where you use buttons instead of a stick to control your movement and all that. But the thing that sucks about it is that when you put your hand down on it, you put your hand down naturally. You lay your hand down, so ignoring your pinky, it goes left, down, right, and then up where your thumb is. So up is this, and in your a lot of you, and that makes sense because in your mind, to anyone that plays like a shooter, spacebar is typically jump. So a lot of people will use their thumb for the jump input normally. So it's not like it's that far out of a concept. However, it becomes a problem when you need to do an input, say like, look at any of them. Any of them requires you to go over, or at least start at the top, like those two ones at the top. That's where it gets problematic, because the movements you have to do with your hand are really weird. And doing any of the other ones, it's not that big of a deal. Hell, I would say the two bottom ones aren't that big of a deal either, because there is some input leniency. You can miss a corner and you'll be fine, and that's cool. But it's awkward. It feels really awkward. And like I said, I can do it. I have a stick, but I don't want to like plug in my stick just so I can play Gold Lewis, you know? I don't even like using stick. I kind of moved away from it, and to make it worse, I don't like the stick that I have. It was, I forget what it's called. It starts with a Q. Hold on. It is called a Qanba, Qanba. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. It was a good starting stick, and I realized that I actually need a more rigid stick. It's moddable too, so I can fix that. But as of right now, it's not worth it. So I don't really want to play Gold Lewis, and I kind of just dropped. I'll probably pick him up if I pick him up again, if I get like modifications or just a new stick entirely. But I like playing on hitbox, and so I won't be playing on Gold Lewis. That's just how it is. And let's get that one out of the way. Hold on, let's get rid of this, because that's not important anymore. His other moves. Thunderbird. Oh, what was Thunderbird? I forgot which one's which. I believe Thunderbird is the little bomb that he throws out, and then Skyfish is the minigun, which are both cool. Gold Lewis also has this meter where if you wait long enough and let it charge up, you can use different levels for these two moves. So for Thunderbird, it will go Thunderbird the bomb. It'll fly farther and do more damage, and then Skyfish will last longer and then do more chip damage because it's lasting longer. And then it's not very complicated. The minigun's great, but because of the meter where you have to wait to use it like full capacity, it's not like your perfect solution to keep people away. Because to be fair, you don't even want to keep people away anyway. You want to get in close to use Behemoth Typhoon, and then Thunderbird you can follow behind it and again use Behemoth Typhoon. Oh, that's right. And I said it was the air. Okay, yeah, you could do all these in the air, so it kind of does alleviate some of the issues. like if you're trying to learn this character for the first time, you might make the mistake of jumping instead because some of them start from the top. So you'll probably jump in the air, but you'll still do it because it starts up there. It takes practice. There's ways around it. Like if you do a hit, if you run in and punch and then do the input, your character's gonna be busy punching while you're doing it, while you're buffering the input, and then you won't jump after you put in the input. So that's a way around it. That's the way I know around it. And then his 2 supers, Burn It Down. Burn It Down is fucking cool. I like it. I've been caught off guard by it a few times because I don't see a lot of Gold Lewises. Like the last time I played one, it was on stream on Monday when I was playing Testament. Well, I was trying out Testament. I'll get to that. But Burn It Down is a great gap closer. Do I want to say gap closer? I think it's a gap closer. I don't remember if you block it. If you block it, it'll drag you with it. I'm gonna assume yes. I don't see why it wouldn't. But if it does do that even on block, which it should, it is an amazing gap closer that you can use to set up. I don't really have too much to say about that. It's just a really good screen control. It's just a really good move. I like it. And then there's the super that you're going to want to pull off more often because it's going to do more damage, and that is Down with the System. So despite what that input says, yeah, you can do that, but there's something else that you can do which can get more damage out. And it's another cool thing, which, again, is another reason I don't want to play him. So, you can do the input for Down for the System that you see there, or you can do a full circle input, launch them in the air, and then you'll get a bomb will fly up and hit them. What's an interesting thing about that is if you can do another full circle input. You can do up to 3 full circle inputs where you take the stick and go all the way around and make a circle, and each time you do that, it'll do more damage. You can only do it up to 3 times, I believe. I think that's how it goes. But, like I said, you have to do that 3 times. And that's, for a lot of people, that's not easy. And you gotta do it fast. Because if you're too slow, you're gonna accidentally jump. And then you ruined it. Because it has to be on the ground. And I can do and you know what? And here's the cool thing about a hitbox. Not so much for the rest of it, but if I can do a single half circle. Not half circle, bleh, full circle input. All you need to do is run your finger across the 3 buttons and then press up and punch at the same time, and that's a full circle input. It's pretty simple. So I don't really have an issue with that too much. I think majority of the time you're going to want at least just the one. I don't think a lot of people, from what I've seen online, a lot of people don't go for the full 3. And that's cool. You don't really need the full 3 because you're going to get that wall. I think a lot of people try to get the wall break with it. But yeah, cool character. Love it. Great what he brought into the game. If I get a better stick, I'll probably pick him up. But I dropped him. But I'm glad he's in the game. I would love to play against more just so I can get used to the matchup. But again, not a lot of people are playing him. And that's fine. So, next character. Oh, I got downloaded. Pictures, I guess just... new folder, just make this simple on me. And I can just delete this folder later. I think that's what I'll do. Alright, where is it? Aha. There we go. Jacko, the second DLC character added to Guilty Gear. So, my opinion on her. If you go far back enough in my timeline around her release, you will know that I was pretty unabashedly hyped for the character. How do I put this? I was unwise. This character makes me very unwise. I think that is the cleanest way to put that. I like it when she crouches. I am not sorry. I will never be sorry for my actions. Moving on from that particular topic. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's the one I want to change. Oh, no. Properties. Browse. There we go. So, a little different from Gold Lewis. Huh. Yeah, she's got a few more moves than Gold Lewis. So, Jacko is a... Do I want to say... No, not... Part of me wants to say a puppet fighter, but that's not right. Part of me wants to say a zoner. I tried playing her like a zoner. That was wrong. I tried playing her like a rushdown. That was wrong. I don't know. Here's the thing. Despite what I just said about how hype I was for her, and that I was away, I am awful with her. I want to get good with her. I will pick her up occasionally, but holy fuck am I bad with her. I am bad with her. Awful, even. But I'll still pick her up. Why? Because, to be completely honest with you, I don't want to be another brand of bike and main. I would rather... I actually want to play the character because I say, yo, I really dig Jacko, but I don't want that to be... I don't want the reason to be because horny. I don't want to be a Jacko. I'm not a Jacko. I don't want to be a biking player. I don't want to be a biking. I don't want to be a biking main. But so her entire game plan is centered around her first move, Summon Servant, where she summons this little minion dude. And the little minion dude, when they come out, if they take a hit, they go away. And Jacko is able to use the other moves, such as, if you just go a little bit down, recover, defend command, attack command, and countdown. These 4 moves are the entire game plan. That is what Jacko's kit kind of revolves around. It is using these 4 moves in succession, where you do a quarter circle back and one of those buttons. Those are the 4 main buttons of the game. And you gotta use those 4 main buttons to just make her work. The other buttons that you see are just... So, back to Summon Servant. If you hold the button down after you do the input for Summon Servant, you hold the servant in your hands. She holds it up, and you can just press punch, kick, slash, or heavy slash, and the move will just happen. You don't even have to do the input. And I can see where you can make that work, and sometimes you won't want to do it. So you can also pick up the servant by just doing down punch near a servant, or you can just throw the servant while holding them, and you can press any button for that, or just simply let him go with the dust button. So it looks like a lot at first, but in reality, her inputs really aren't that difficult. What's difficult is that there's actually a resource, which for the first 3 DLC characters, that you're gonna find that that's a trend, that everyone has this meter that they have to work around, this resource bar to work around, so that limits the way they can't do wacky, goofy shit. For example, Jacko has a meter that lets you only summon 3 units. So once you summon 3, you can't use Summon Servant anymore. You gotta wait for that to recharge, and that recharges when you lose the servant. And then you have a resource for your commands for the servants. Meaning, you can only use Recover, Defend command, Attack command, or Countdown 3 times. I believe. That's how it works. And they can also only take, I believe, 3 hits from Jacko herself. So yeah, you can hit the units and you can like knock them towards your opponent. Which I'll get into that in a second, because that's wacky. Which is another trend. This character is just wacky and goofy all around. Oh my god, I lost track of myself. Hold on. Alright, I was just talking about Summon Servant and then the resources. So, I don't have to go on any of that. So, yeah, you gotta work around the resources. And it's a little more restricted than you think. And for some reason, my mentality just went and jumped all the way to, okay, I can summon 3 servants. So clearly, the most optimal way of using her is to get myself in a scenario where I can get all 3 servants out. That's stupid. That was stupid to me. And I've watched pros player. Not pros. There's not a lot of pros out there. Because a lot of people don't like. That's another thing. Oh, that's another thing. Jacko's also not good. The first 2 DLC characters are kind of bad. Like, competitively. But, yeah. You have to work. It's work. You don't have to, you can only do it you can do like 1 servant at a time and then work with that, but you're going to sweat. You're going to sweat and there's not going to be a lot of reward for it. A way to work around it, and I think this is probably the better super that helps with it, Chair Servant On. How that super works is that if you press the slash version, I may have to get these mixed up, sorry if I do. If you use the slash version, then your resources for commands rapidly increases. So you can do like a lot of commands at once instead of just the 3 at a time at a more rapid rate. Or you can do heavy slash where your minions' defenses go up. And when their defenses are up, they don't die after a hit, and Jacko can hit them as many times as she wants. So, what do I mean by she hits them? All of her normals are wacky as fuck. All of them are so goddamn wacky. But they're wacky for a reason. Because when she uses her normals on a minion, they actually launch the minion in a certain direction. They launch in a certain arc. So they can launch low and low a little farther, or a little arc, or you can launch them high and they come down to the ground. Or you can use your command move, Servant Shoot, which is exactly what it sounds like, where you do a little swing kick and launch your servant like a missile at them. And you can even interrupt that. You can interrupt their little missile, their travel time, by doing any of the attack move, any of the command moves, like attack command or defend command. Like when they get close enough, instead of waiting for it to hit, you can do attack command and the minion does a strike. Or you can do a defend command if you think they're gonna strike at the minion to kill it. You do defend command and it knocks them away. And then, or you can use countdown, and if you think they're going to block it, and then apply pressure by running up to them and is waiting for the minion to blow up on them. There's a lot. Oh, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I need water. Sorry about that. Back to it. Back to it. What was I on? Servant shoot. All right. Yeah, and you just launch you launch the servants forward, and you can do one of those four moves, and you can apply pressure in different ways. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. So here was my crutch with Jacko, and I need to not do this so much. I kept using Forever Elysian Driver, and the reason I kept using that move is because it's a command grab super. And I am a grappler player, so of course I kind of abuse that move a bit much. And by itself, it's actually a terrible command grab because it has a big startup time. I just don't want to say it has a big startup. I don't know. Just like everything else with Jacko, this is a goofy ass grab. That's kind of the whole thing with Jacko. Everything is goofy as fuck. She has goofy ass normals, goofy ass moves, and a goofy ass super command grab. Everything is just goofy as fuck. And I kind of dig that. I like that. It's just weird and different, and I like it. But this grab, what makes it so goofy is that it kind of just breaks the rules of grabs in the game. So, for example, if a person is in hit stun, you can't grab them. If a person, and this is why you're on the ground, of course, by the way. If you're a normal grab, not like Potemkin's Heavenly Buster. I'm aware. But if you're using a ground grab, you can't grab people in the air normally, unless you're in the air, or if you use like an aerial grab. However, if Jacko's command grab, Elysian Driver, if they're in the hitbox, the grab goes through. However, it does significantly less damage. But it also and it wall breaks. You know what? I said that as if that's something special, but I don't think that's too special. Still, it's really good. It leads to a wall break. So the majority of the time when you use the super grab, you're really doing it so that way you can get a wall break. You could get it when people like just flat out just raw super and grab it, and it does a lot of damage. But I swear to God, I've had people standing right in front of me and I missed. I don't get it. I've had people just like, and I think people have taunted me with it by doing absolutely nothing. Like they just stood there and let the grab miss, and I was right there in front of them. I have labbed this grab. The grabs that I have missed should have hit, and I don't know why they miss. It is so fucking weird. This super is so fucking weird, but it's also so fucking good because it's a free wall break if you get it in mid-combo. But yeah, overall, again, occasional play. Occasional play. I just play her every so often just because, again, I don't want to be just a different flavor of a bike in main. Which, we'll get to it. We'll get to biking. Because right after Jacko came out, we got... Oh. Oh, guys. I'm just going to download all of these. 1 minute. Blah, 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 blah. Let me just download the rest of these very quickly because clearly this is going to take more time than it should. Save image. Save. Come on. Sorry for the delay. Don't worry, we'll get right back on track. Once I... Save image. Alright, cool. Back to OBS. Let's talk about Happy Chaos. There we go, we're back at it. Happy Chaos was the other character who appeared in the story mode. That was pretty much everyone saw him and went, okay, so this guy is also going to be playable. Again, it really wasn't a surprise. I don't know. There was also talk. I don't know why. I don't understand why either. Some people were saying, well, he may not. It may not happen. He might not become DLC. What the fuck were people talking about? I don't get what people were talking about. Fucking look at him. Look at this blue-horned man. Look at this blue-horned fucking Tumblr sexy man. Of course he was going to be playable. Of course he was going to be in the first DLC pack. What the fuck? Look at him! Anyway, I didn't even try to play this guy. This dude is a pure fucking zoner. He is a pure zoner through and through. And I don't play zoners. I do not have the mentality for zoners. I don't have the patience for zoners. I want to get the fuck in. I want to run in. I want to punch you. I don't want to sit at a distance and just shoot a gun at you. I'll use a projectile every so often if I have it. But, like, I want to punch you in the face. I want to clench my fist and punch you. Happy Chaos doesn't want to do that. Happy Chaos wants to stay the fuck away. Where the hell? Uh-oh, what happened? Where's all my screenshots? Oh my god, you're fucking with me. What happened? What happened? Save image. Hello? Why did it do that? Did it just not... Oh my god. Happy Chaos. There. I don't know. It's being weird. Can I do it now? Will it be there now? Hello? Where is it? Oh my god. This is stupid. There's a... Okay. I know a way around this. Oh, I do it like this. Nope. Why is it saved like that? P.png? Please? I hope that worked. If not, again, I know I have another way around it. Give me a minute. I'm a fucking genius. Oh, sorry, Zappa. So, here's his game plan. Gun. The game plan is gun. Hell, so his heavy slash, the move that should normally be an attack, It just gets him ready to shoot his gun, and then he press heavy slash to shoot gun, where he has it. He's just aiming a gun at you. So, doing heavy slash or a quarter circle forward slash will get him in the position where he's ready to fire. Doing the quarter circle forward one, doing quarter circle forward slash, he kind of does a little thwip with the gun, and it does damage. Like the little thwip hits you and it can knock you up in the air, and you can just, it's just a combo starter. It's pretty good. His normals are fucking garbage, which makes sense because he would rather you just not get near him, like at all. And yeah, fine, fair enough. And once you have the gun out, then you just press heavy slash. You just press a button. You don't have to do anything particular. Just press a button, and just like a real gun, you just pull the trigger. However, you can't hold the gun forever, because he has, and say it with me, a resource bar that prevents him from holding the gun out for too long. So it's a focus bar. The longer that he has that, once that hits 0, he puts the gun away automatically. On top of that, he has ammo. I believe he has 6 shots. Could be more, could be less. You can see the little reload thing there. So down, punch. So you're not going to do that by accident. You gotta actively do it. And then there's down heavy slash just to cancel the aim, so you can like protect yourself. There's a technique where you do how people like keep pressure on. They shoot, cancel aim, and then reload. They do all of that at once. It is really difficult. From what I've heard, it's pretty difficult to do, and it's easy to fuck up. So that's kind of what, like, if you ever see, what's her name? Deb. Watch a streamer called Deb who absolutely took to this character and got so fucking good. Most of the tech that I think came from her. Great streamer. I enjoy watching her. Great Happy Chaos player. If you watch her play at her best, it's just going to look like she shoots, reloads, shoots, reloads, shoots, reloads. There's actually a lot happening there. She's doing a lot. She's doing a lot of button presses and inputs to get that out. I tried playing Happy Chaos one game. I got crushed. I'm not a zoner, but yeah, just for that one game, I can feel how difficult doing whatever Dead did, and going, yeah, no, that's hard. I can't do that. So we kind of went through all that pretty quickly. Oh wait, steady aim. Steady aim is a different kind of fire where you go from at the ready. What at the ready is, it takes a little time because there's a reticle, and the reticle doesn't go on the enemy immediately. You need to wait for it to go on top of the enemy, and then you fire because you're aiming. The thing with steady aim is that you root yourself in place, because when you're using at the ready, you can move a little bit. You're slow, but you can move. Using steady aim, you kind of root yourself to the ground. However, when the move hits, it goes through a block and you still do damage. So it's a fucking massive hit. It hurts. Big hit, big damage. Very worth it if you can land it. But again, you have to wait for the reticle to get on top of your opponent. And it's about the same speed, pretty slow. So you can't just do it, and your opponent can kind of do a little evasion by jumping around and getting it off them. So how do you do that? How do you deal with that? Well, that is where Curse comes in. Quarter circle forward punch, where he lobs a little ball and it hits you. It doesn't matter if you're blocking or not. And it doesn't do damage. However, when you get that little ball on them, you actually aim faster. So your reticle will get on top of them quicker. So in between firing, you just want to lob the curse every now and then and get that down. So you want to lob the curse, and if it hits, then you can start applying pressure. And if it misses, then you just gotta reposition yourself, keep yourself safe, yada yada. And also while doing that, you have a move called Focus, which is doing a quarter circle in the opposite direction, which, remember how I brought up the focus meter? If you run out of that, then you can't use the gun anymore. If you use that move, you regain focus. However, you're vulnerable during that time. So now it's all starting to come together. What's making him difficult? Because now so while you're standing there with the opponent far away, you need to make a bunch of choices. Are you going to go at the ready? Are you going to use steady aim because you think you can get away with it? Or do you think are you going to get curse off? Or are you going to get focus because you're low? And if you do get the curse off, are you going to do steady aim, or are you going to do at the ready to keep him at bay? Or are you going to bait it by going in, by putting up ready at the aim, getting your gun out, and then do something else? Or there's a lot of different shit. Or you got to reload. Yeah, there's that too. And then his last normal special, Scapegoat. No, that's not true. There's two more. Roll and Scapegoat. Roll, I think this is weird. I don't know why they did the inputs with this. What roll is you do quarter circle back kick, and then you roll forward. So, the opposite direction that you just did the quarter circle. And then quarter circle forward Scapegoat is where you make a clone of yourself, but you back up. That's weird. I don't know why they did that. Like, I guess they just really wanted the character to be difficult. And so I feel like they intentionally switched roll and Scapegoat. So you gotta do the back motion to go forward, and then the forward motion to go backward. It feels backwards to me. But anyway, roll. Roll's a cool move, because did you know, while your gun is out, you can fire at any time. And I mean any time. So, if you're using roll and you're rolling forward, you can actually fire your gun mid-roll without interrupting it. It's really good pressure. So if you already have it out, you can roll, and then if you got the reticle on them, you can fire at them, and you'll either get some damage off, or you can just apply some pressure and just keep the pressure up. Oh god, I forget what this does, because I'm holding off on Deus Ex Machina. Super focus. Give me a minute to remember this one. Okay, yeah. Double quarter circle pack punch. So, you do super focus, and you get all of your focus back, and I think it comes back at a higher rate really quickly, and all of your ammo comes back, I believe. I think you get a full clip. Like, even if you run out of ammo, you do super... No. Not super focus doesn't do that. Super focus just gives you more focus really quickly, which is still good. Deus Ex Machina gives you a full clip. So, what Deus Ex Machina is where no matter where you are on the screen, Happy Chaos will pull out two guns, point them in a portal, and then a bunch of portals will turn up around your opponent, and you'll hit him with a barrage of bullets. You can avoid it, naturally, just by getting away from it if you're on the ground. Or you can just block it. But it can also wall break. And once you do that move, let's say you ran out of ammo. You hit 0, you ran out of ammo. If you do Deus Ex Machina, then you get all your ammo back once the super's done. You're back at 6 bullets. And then you can do, if you have 2 bars, you can do super focus. You can get all your focus back. All of a sudden, it's like you've used up all your meter, but you're back to like full resource. You have full resources elsewhere. So it's pretty good. And also wall break. Deus Ex Machina is the wall break. Really good wall break. And yeah, like I said, I don't fuck with zoners. On top of the fact that he's really fucking difficult, yeah, no, I dropped him. I dropped him off. I dropped him immediately, like on the spot. I dropped him after 1 game. I dropped him. And I only played him just to give him a real shot. I was like, yeah, let me check him out because he looks cool. Yeah, it didn't last. It did not last. Yeah, that's pretty much all there was to him. I can't really say too much about him. I've never even played against a Happy Chaos because he's difficult. So, I I got nothing else to say about the guy. So, let's just move on. Biking! And yeah, sorry about the little trailer thing in the corner there. I don't know, I couldn't find a clean version of it. But anyway, Biking. This was a character, this character, this fucking character is, if you take a good look at her, you can see why people like her. There's two big reasons why people like her. It's very in your face, very obvious. Two massive reasons. And yeah, she was actually back in the first two games. She was actually pretty tame, and I think she looked a little more masculine. She was still a woman, but she was a little more masculine. She still has her like "fuck all of you" attitude. She has the exact same attitude, I believe. But yeah, she didn't have every game that came out. I swear to God, for every Biken main that quote unquote mained her breasts got bigger. as the legend goes. But yeah, this character, there was a chant where people would say, "No Biken, no Biken," and which is kind of an empty threat because a lot of people who played Guilty Gear, who played Biken, didn't actually play Biken. Nobody really actually played Biken. They said that they made Biken, and they would buy the game for Biken, and then they'll buy the DLC for Biken, but they don't actually play Biken. She's one of those characters. And in previous games, she actually has her playstyle was very defensive. She was actually what is it? She had a grab where it only went off, I believe, when she's blocking. So she has to block in order to use her moveset, and it made her very difficult to play, which is why a lot of people didn't actually play Biken. That's my favorite thing in fighting games. Let's make this incredibly hot character. Let's make this character as hot as possible. Now let's make them really difficult to play to fuck with players. Like, yeah, you like this hot character? You want to main the hot character? Yeah, well, get good. You gotta get good. Clearly, they changed their mind in Strive because Biken, before, she doesn't have a meter. No resources. Holy shit. You don't have to worry about resources with her. That's crazy. That's nutty. Because, yeah, she just doesn't need it. And also, easiest. She's easy. She's super easy. I think out of all the DLC characters, I think she is the easiest character to pick up. Like, with no problem, no issue. And the next character we're going to talk about, which would be the last character who came out, not as hard, not too much harder, it's still easy. So it's kind of good to see that after Gold Lewis, Jacko, and Happy Chaos, who are all very difficult, that Biken came out. And now she's easy. And then we got an easy character. A lot of people were happy with that. It's like, oh, thank God. Not everyone's going to be an absolute nightmare to learn. I say nightmare. That's not true. That's a bit much. But, yeah, I guarantee you she was made easier for the Biken mains. And that's fine. I kind of like where she's going. I especially like playing against her. I have not played her at all. I have never played Biken once. I have played against a few Bikens. As Potemkin. As a grappler. I love it. I love this matchup. What a fun matchup. What a silly, wacky matchup that's good for me and only me. And I will show you why. Oh, yeah, you know what? Hold on. I gotta look at a video. 1 minute. Potemkin, TOD. T-O-D. Yep, there it is. It's at the top. Yep, there it is. All right, very quickly. I'll explain our moves in a second, but give me a hot second. Give me a hot second. Get that out. Add monitor capture, window capture. That's what I'll do. Oh fuck, it's not gonna show it. Okay, fine. Delete, remove. Fine, we'll do monitor capture. I think that's right. Nope, that was not right. Hold on, properties 2. Oh, nope. There we go. That's the one we're looking for. Sorry if it's a little crusty, but I really wanted to show this off. It's a bit of a perfect world scenario. Hold on. I actually wanna. Can I? That's not 720. Don't lie to me, motherfucker. That's a lie. Whatever. That's not 720. That's ugly as shit. Anyway, here it is. Now! Oh, speaking of dead, there she is. She goes by Romola. But, okay, hold up. Let's get rid of it. So, yeah. Yeah, that's fun. That's a fun, wacky interaction. I love it. Let me pull up her moveset. Let's talk about her moves. Do I actually have access to it? Did it actually download? It didn't. Of course not, because why would it? That'd be silly. That would be ridiculous. Save images. Boken. .png. Because I have to... I don't know why it saved it like that, but whatever. So, despite what I said, she doesn't have... So, this is part of the reason why she's so simple. She didn't get a lot of moves. And I didn't really play Biken at all. Like, not even just in Strive. I mean, in general. I didn't play Biken at all. I was actually kind of looking forward to playing her. Because I was like, a super defensive character who does her special moves while blocking. That sounds interesting. I want to give that a shot, but it never happened. But I'm cool with this. Like I said, as a Potemkin player, I'm pretty happy with her. Again, never played as her, but I love playing against her. Great, good character. She, according to other Biken mains, however, she lost basically half her kit, and some people are unhappy about that. But she's got enough under the hood where it's interesting. She stays interesting, especially in Strive setting. Strive's got more going on than a lot of people give it credit for. And I think Maximilian has said it too, Max G, where everything looks simple on paper, and then you find the depth. Like there's depth here. There's some pretty good depth here. So let's go over her moves. Tatami Gaishi. I think I got... Well, I'm just going to call it Tatami. She kicks the ground and flips up a tatami mat, and once it flips up, it comes falling down and it'll do damage. The thing about this move is that it stays out for a long time, so you can use it like when people are trying to get up or when people are blocking. You can force them to keep blocking. But you can also use it in the air, so that way it comes falling to the ground really fast. Comes falling to the ground. So then, again, they have to block. It is an amazing pressure tool. It is her most famous pressure tool. So, good to see that out of everything that came back for her kit, that was one of them. Because it is a good move. It's really good. And then, Zensen? Ooh, what was Zensen? Give me a second. It's air only. Oh, Zensen. Right! That move, it takes a little practice. What Zensen is, it is an overhead. It's an instant overhead. Meaning that the minute you do the input, it'll do damage. The minute you press slash, it'll do damage. But you can only do it in the air. So what good players will need to do with that move is that they will run forward, jump, and immediately do the input. So that when you, right as you leave the ground, you do Zensen. I'm butchering that. You do the instant overhead. It is a really, really good move, and a lot of time people can't react to it if you do it right. If you do it right, then you're gonna catch people off guard every time, because people like to just crouch and block because it's safe. It's probably one of the safest things you can do. And holy fuck, what was Hiragi? What is Hiragi? I'm trying to remember it. Well, I'll come back to that in a second. Kabari. Kabari is where the focus went from. So instead of being really defensive, Baiken instead has this new tool where if you use Kabari, so you see how she has two versions, slash or heavy slash. She's had this move before, okay? So it's not like this is a new move. What is new is that there's a new version of it. So heavy slash, I believe, is the normal version that everyone knows about, where she throws out a metal claw, it grabs for a few seconds and pulls people in. And it's it just brings people in. She's kind of a rushdown character, so that's really good for her. No, she is a rushdown character. She's absolutely a rushdown character, especially now. I even think, even in the old games, I think she was rushdown. She's had good defensive options. But yeah, the slash is a new one. So how that one works is that she throws a bell with a bell, and if that hits you, whether or not it's a hit confirm or a block, it will tether you together, and then you can't really get away. Then you can only move a certain distance from each other until the rope pulls you back in. And hell, going back to this. Hold on. It was literally right there. Look at this. Very quickly. Hold on. I'm gonna... You see as she's thrown the belt out, and even though he blocked it, the belt pulled him in. And then typically, and this is where she fucked up. So when you do that, what a Baiken player will try to do is that they'll try to jump up in the air and then let the tether pull them in, so that way they can apply pressure. However, since Potemkin has an air grab, and it's become kind of predictable, if you are a bad Baiken player and you're against Potemkin, you deserve this. This is a very specific scenario too, because you need full meter for it. And then air grab. You're fucked. You die. You deserve what's about to come your way. You deserve this. But enough of that. What else? Yeah. So then Tsurane Sanzu Watashi. I'm just going to call it Watashi. Watashi is this 3-hit move. It's really nothing special. She slashes forward, and again, it's invincible on startup, like most moves. Are the most moves invincible on startup? Typically. I think so. I think that's right. I know that's true for Potemkin and his super. I know it's true for Faust. I know it's true for a lot of characters. So yeah, it makes sense. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be. But yeah, she does 3 slashes forward. If the first one hits, then all 3 hits are going to be like confirmed, and it wall breaks. I I can't really say much more than that. It's really not complicated. And then Kenju is a gun. She pulls out a gun. A firework cannon. I want to call it a gun. She pulls out a gun. And you can either use it in the air or on the ground. On the ground, it's just a forward shot. That's pretty straightforward. It's pretty good. Good range. And even if you do block it, it's going to do some chip damage. And you can do it in the air, where you point down. And again, good pressure. Nothing more to add than that. You just do it at an angle instead. That's really all I can add. I talked as much as I could with her. I haven't played her. I haven't seen too many people play her. I've only been against her a few times. I haven't been able to do that clip. I haven't done that. But yeah, that's pretty much the extent of my Baiken knowledge, I'm afraid. It's not deep. Much like her, it's not deep. So, we are going to move on from her. We're going to move on to the last DLC character. Testament. Oh, shit! Can we talk... First of all, there were leaks for this character... Not for this character, for the last DLC character. And so everyone... And the leaks were correct for the most part. Like, they got every character before Testament correctly. And so a lot of people think that when they were making the last DLC character, when they were working on that, and there's like, okay, we're going to switch some characters around. And we're going to do this character instead, and we're going to catch people off guard. It worked. I didn't think Testament would ever come back. Nobody thought Testament would come back. I didn't play Guilty Gear XX, and I knew how much cancer Old Testament was. New Testament, that's the shit. New Testament is the shit. Holy shit, I love New Testament. Ooh, hold on, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna go off. This is the character I'm gonna go off on. Alright, let me get some water. BRB. I should invest in getting some tea. It'd probably be better for my throat. Anyway, Testament. This is, by far, the best DLC character in Strive right now. This is the greatest character. Everyone loves it. It's universally agreed. I've seen a lot of Testament in one day. Which is the amount of time that I've played this character. Like I said, they came out Monday. They came out earlier this week. And I swear to God, this is like the best character in the... This is not the best character. This is best DLC character that they've added yet. This is the winner. This is the best one of the batch. Give me... Let me pull up her... There, sorry. I keep getting thrown around by it. By their... I'm getting hit with the mix-up. Where your mood... There we go. Oh, that's not right. There we go. So, not complicated. Again, this is an easy character. Old Testament was complicated because they would set traps and all that. New Testament doesn't do that. New Testament's whole game plan is playing the mid-range. So, you know, just hitting you from a distance, but not like zoning you out. They like... It's kind of zoning. A little bit of zoning. They are not a massive zoning character. They do have good projectiles, though. So, Grave Reaper. That is a cool move. It is a unique kind of projectile. So, you can just do the move, and it just comes out normal. So, there's a hit for when you're doing... You know what? I should have done this. Hold on, I got an idea. Testament starter guide. I'm gonna let this go off, alright? I should have done this with the other characters. This is a way better idea. Oh, freaked myself out there. Matter of fact, you know what? I kind of just want to... no, we'll let go off.
Testament excels in the mid-range, fighting with a variety of projectiles. Take control of the field by combining these projectiles with long-range normals. Stain. Certain moves put the opponent into stain state. A follow-up attack will occur when you hit the opponent with certain moves while they are in stain state.
Stain state is kind of like the go-to thing you're going to want to do. You want to get the opponent in stain state as much as possible. This is how your combos are going to start off. Because stain state, so as it said, you get an extra hit off. The way you get it off is with your normals. When you hit a normal attack, then the stain kind of blows up a little bit after, and you can start a combo. You can do other stuff. You're going to have time to do things you wouldn't normally have been able to do because of stain state. And it's really not that hard to get off. As you'll see.
You can go into a combo after the follow-up attack hits, or maintain your offense when blocked. Use this opportunity to go on the offense. Grave Reaper. Testament strikes forward with their scythe, sending out a projectile. The slash version sends the projectile forward, while the heavy slash version moves at a diagonal. The scythe strike also has a hitbox and combos into the projectile on hit. The properties of the projectile change if you hold down the button for each version, such as increasing the active frames of the projectile. The projectile transforms into a succubus and remains for a short while before disappearing. Unholy Diver. Testament.
They didn't bring it up. That's weird. But this could also be done in the air. So when you do that move in the air, it works the exact same way. So the slash version, you just shoot it forward. You can delay it, all that stuff. But when you do the heavy slash version, the one where you would normally angle it up, you'll angle it down instead. Same things happen. You can hold it and all that stuff. Weird that they didn't bring that up. But yeah, this is the other part of her kit that's really important because you're gonna want to get off. You need to throw that move out. Doesn't matter how, because getting the succubus out is what you're gonna do a lot of cool stuff with that, and they'll show it later. Like here, Unholy Diver, they'll show it how it works. She's also kind of a set play character, where she throws out a move, gets set play out, and then you apply the pressure with the move. Is where she gets a little zony, but at the same time, not really. Ooh, is my connection bad? Got a little rough. It's going in and out. We're fine, but yeah, you just want to throw that out, and then you're gonna want to do either Unholy Diver or the teleport move. I forget what the move is. It'll pop up. I'll let it play now. You'll see what I mean.
Crow Familiar flies forward. This move puts the opponent in staying state on hit or block. If the projectile from Grave Reaper is on screen, the crow flies towards that position. Watch for the positioning of the opponent and the projectile when going for this move. Possession. Testament vanishes and reappears in the position of the projectile from Grave Reaper. Testament reappears in their initial position if the projectile is not on screen. Testament will also reappear in their initial position when the button is held down. This means the move can be used either for movement or as a feint. Arbiter Sign.
Okay, well,
An attack that tracks...
Okay. I can talk about Arbiter Sign later. Arbiter Sign's pretty straightforward. But, yeah, no. That's the part where, like, you know how I was saying they're not really a zoner? They can act like a zoner? Well, there it is. There it is right there. Because you do want to get in sometimes, you know? Because you can do some good combo starters because at the beginning, you know your projectile? How it said you do that scythe swipe and then the projectile comes out? The scythe swipe does damage and then the projectile does damage. So you do want to get in on people. But you want to do it sparingly. You want to weave in and out, you know, mid-range. So that's the best way. I don't think I need to explain more than that. That's their game plan. I'm surprised because I'm surprised that I like this character so much because I hate Ramlethal. Ramlethal sucks. I am not a Ram fan. Not a fun time, not a fun character. I love this character. Testament is an amazing character. I love Testament. What a good character. I'll let this play out and I'll talk about this.
To the opponent's position to an extent. The slash version is a low, and the heavy slash version is an overhead. This move works well to mix up a blocking opponent. However, be aware that it cannot track the opponent from too close or too far a distance. Nastro.
So yeah, that's the bitch of that move. You can't really... It's really good. And when they say you can't... When they're too far away just means full screen. If they're a little bit closer in, it'll hit. And then too close literally just means, and they actually demonstrated it, just right in front of you. So, yeah, it's just a way to mix up your opponent. If your opponent, it's very telegraphed. So you're gonna probably use that move just to catch him sleeping, or if you're getting him in a combo and you want to extend it with that move. It's actually it's a good combo extender, or an ender. It's mostly an ender. Mostly that's what it's used for. It's used to end a combo. Anyway, to supers.
Provia. Testament summons a succubus, who performs multiple powerful attacks. This move has quick recovery, creating an opportunity to approach together with the succubus. The succubus's attacks also put the opponent in staying state on hit or block. Go all in on the opponent while maintaining your advantage. Calamity 1. Testament summons a massive beast, unleashing an extremely powerful attack. This move has invincibility as the attack comes out, making it work well in combos or for interrupting the opponent's offense. Far standing slash.
So, yeah, that's why I was kind of like... So even though most supers are invincible on startup, that one is... Like, you're really invincible in startup. Like, your only option is to run away or block from it. I don't even think you can, like, jump behind them during the startup and get them. You just have to wait for it to actually go off and finish. But it's not... I don't know. I don't know why it was treated so special. It doesn't feel that special, but it's... You know what? I take that back. It's just... It is quick. It comes out quick. So it is good, like, for that. It is a really good reversal. But, yeah. The other super is a really good pressure tool. I've actually used it a few times on my stream where I just wanted to keep the opponent down. What I should do, though, more often, because people keep doing this, I should use Dust more often to get an easy overhead, and then let the third hit. Let that third succubus hit actually hit the opponent, so they can get into Stain State, and then I can get a good combo going. And they're going to be near the wall, so it's going to hurt. I can probably get an easy wall break out of it if I can get them near the wall with that move. But I only had one day to play this character. Let me finish. That's a video.
And the Slash version of Grave Reaper dominate the grounded neutral game. Moves such as Forward Heavy Slash and the Heavy Slash version of Grave Reaper cover a large area upwards. Once you've...
Oh, yeah, can we go back a little bit? Can we, I want to... Hold on.
Grave Reaper cover a large area upward.
Holy shit, that move! So there's a bit of a wind up for it. Wait, hold on. Does that hit? Okay, no, it's a mid. But that move is the longest hitting command normal in the game. That is it. It has a startup to compensate for it, but some people have made jokes where I've heard some people say, "So wow, you're in real trouble if you whiff that move," and a lot of people are just going, "How in the fuck are you whiffing that? You're gonna hit them." Like, I'm not saying they're whether it's on block or not, whether it's safe on block or not. It's probably pretty safe on block because they're so far away. But it's like, how the fuck did you whiff that? How are you whiffing this move? Did you see how, like... Oh.
The Heavy Slash version of Grave Reaper cover a large area upward.
Yeah, and look how much air that covers. Look how much air that covers. How are you missing that? No way.
Once you've prevented the opponent's approach, take the chance to go on the offensive with the succubus summoned by Grave Reaper. You can land a surprise attack using possession, or put the opponent in Stain State by hitting them with Unholy Dagger. While the opponent is in Stain State, you can gain the advantage just by connecting the far edge of your pokes with the opponent. Keep the opponent under pressure, and take every chance you can.
So yeah, there's Testament. That's why I pulled it. But yeah, I love this character. Best DLC character. I am maining this character. I'm going to be playing this character a lot more. And since I'm trying to stream more, you're going to see me play Testament a lot more too. And as you can see, yeah, this is what Testament used to look like. But now that we've talked about all the DLC characters, I don't think I could gush enough because, like I said, I only had one day to play Testament. I can't say too much because I've been really busy. And they came out Monday, so it's like I literally haven't been able to play Strive since Monday. And with DNF Duel coming out tonight, which I'm also going to stream, I'm not playing it tonight. That's how it be. So, now that that's done, let's have a chat about Season 2. Or the second batch of DLC characters. This won't be that long, because I don't have a lot to say about a lot of stuff, because there's not too much to say. I will say this. I did look at data mining. I've looked at data mining stuff. So I actually know who is definitely coming. I just don't know the order that they're coming in. So there's for the last DLC character, at the end of this month, April, at the end of April, we're going to get a new story mode, a new story episode. We're going to call it that. I think it's better to call it that, a new episode for the story. And all the characters who weren't in the original main story are going to show up there. But from the trailer, it also looks like... I kind of want to... Hold on. Let me pull it up. I think it's actually a good idea if I just pull it up. Where? There. Open link. No, we're just gonna go open link, save image as. Very quickly, let's pull this up. Where is it? In the trailer for the episode, there is this character. Now, if you don't know, in Guilty Gear Xrd, there was a character. I'm gonna pull him up because I want to give a visual for him. There was a character called Bedman. Let's pull him up. This dude is extra as fuck. No, that's not what I wanted. Come on, give me a good picture. Give me a big old picture. I want a big picture. That'll work. Open image in tab. That's as big as it is? What the fuck? Open image. There we go. That's what I wanted. Save image as. I'm not gonna get not dot PNG. Don't you fucking do that to me, motherfucker. This guy, this motherfucker. Ooh, that's a yikes. It's an oh shit! It actually has a background. Let me close everything else up so I can give you all. There you go. That's Bedman. There's Bedman, and oh, whoop, sorry, Zappa. And then there's this character. So you can tell there's already some similarities with this character and this character. Like, for example, you can see out of their chest, you can see the screws that are in the other guy's chest. They kind of match. In Guilty Gear Xrd, I don't want to lose that. This guy's dead. He died. He kind of just blew up. He is no longer alive. And so we were all pretty convinced, oh, this guy's not coming back. That sucks. However, did you know he has a sister? And his sister is under the exact same affliction that this guy is, where he can't really wake up because then he overstimulates his body, which is why he's in the bed to begin with. He kind of just lives like that. And would you look at that? This is different hair color, different colors, like enough to say that this is. We're pretty sure that this is the sister whose name is Delilah, and I'm feeling pretty confident that there's no data mining for this, by the way, but we're pretty confident. A lot of people are pretty confident we're gonna get Delilah as a playable character, which means we're technically getting Bedman, which is cool. You know what? Since I'm not very shy about using videos now, I shouldn't have been before. A learning experience. Let me show you what this motherfucker can do. Yeah, sure, it's a tournament.
If you listen carefully enough.
Fucking ads. There we go. Alright. So, I don't know what this tournament's all about. I haven't seen a lot of extra tournaments. Let me just skip ahead. See some Bedman in action. Goes.
Much more now. You can do that for bad too.
Yeah, now, I mean, anything's possible these days.
Yep.
But anyway, going into game one of this grand final set, Bench Ninja coming in from loser sides, KB Nova sitting comfortably with the winners. Of course, with his signature Bedman. This is the edge between dreams and reality.
That's the way to put it.
I hope he wins.
Good start.
I hope he can actually show him off.
Bench Ninja's making stuff happen. He's like, I'm in losers. I wanna.
So the whole gimmick with this dude is that he can like set little mark. He can do a special move. Let's actually, you know what?
I want to
Let's
show
see
that
if he
I'm
actually
here to
does
play.
it.
Wants to at least get the bracket reset, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I mean, to be able to get a bracket reset against Genji is already kind of amazing.
Yeah, honestly,
you know,
taking a game against Genji is amazing these days.
Because that basically means you
Oh, fuck, that was it. There it is. Okay. Oh, monitor capture wasn't even on. My bad. I'm bad. I'm terrible. So. You see that little thing right there? You see this little circle? You make those little markers, and after you do a special move, this little marker shows up. And when this little marker shows up, you can do the input in the opposite direction for that special move, and you can do a replay of the move. Let's see if he actually pulls it off. It doesn't look like he did, because that's what it looks like when you fail it, when you don't have the move out. Each special move has its own marker, by the way. I don't think they'll make the character this complicated. But
Yeah.
They're getting the game.
Yep, there it was. That was fast. Hold on. Let's slow it down.
Because that
So he sets.
means you
So you see that he set the move up. It came up. He does a replay, and then there's a clone of himself. And then he threw out a move that he did the exact same special move that he did before. It is the perk. So this is so cool. This is such a cool character. I don't think Bedman was that great though. Let's let that keep going a little bit.
You know, keeping Bedman sort of on the defensive. We haven't seen Kenji really been able to capitalize on his huge wake-up potential, wake-up game.
That move was so fun. So I fucked. I think you get the gist. You get the gist. You get the gist of the character. That is so. Seeing Delilah, hopefully that has to be her. There's no way that isn't her. Seeing her gives me hope that we'll get a character like Bedman to come back in the game, because look at him. That is such a cool fucking design, dude. I want that to come back. I want that to be in Strive. And if we get it in the form of Delilah, that would be awesome. I think that would be cool. That's something I want for a new character in Strive. Technically, they wouldn't be a new character, or maybe they would be. Maybe she'll work completely different from Bedman, which, good opportunity. Why not? But I want something like Bedman. I want that. I want something like that. And then another possibility for the DLC pack, we're getting 4 characters. A strong possibility is that we won't be able to predict 2 of these characters until the story comes out, because we need to keep an eye open, because we need to see who shows up in the story. They only showed off the characters and Delilah that didn't show up in the main story. There was a few characters. That was May, Faust, Biken, and maybe they'll show up Testament. There's another character they can show up, and I'm going to not bring them up yet because some people don't like spoilers, and I'll keep it as a spoiler. You know what? As a matter of fact, I won't even bring up the data mining. I'm just going to bring up personal stuff that I want. But yeah, there is a chance we'll get 2 brand new characters. One of them may just be Delilah. I really hope it is. I really hope it's Delilah. I hope we get her. Maybe not as the first DLC character, but it'd be great. I want that. For now, get rid of her. For personal picks, back to being unprepared again. This I've wanted so bad. I wanted her to come back for so long. Ever since I did play XX a little bit for when it got rolled back to netcode. What a cool character. I love this character. There we go. Download. Ooh. Oh, it's a redesign. I don't want to do that. Save image as. Properties. Where are you? There you are. You shot. Oh, she was up there for a little bit, but this character, Abba. What an edgy character. She runs around with this giant sentient key as a weapon, drinks blood to give herself boosts, and the key can change into like a more of a spear type weapon. I believe it's been a bit. I just jump into XX again at some point. But this is a character I want. Get out of here, Bedman. Enough of you. I want her to come back so fucking bad. She is such a cool looking character. And maybe I'm just edgy. Maybe I'm just an edgy little shit. I love Abba so much. I want Abba to come back. But considering I'll talk about the data mining once I'm done talking about personal characters, because what's been data mined is pretty much, I'm pretty confident I have a good idea who's going to show up. I know I have a really good idea who we're probably going to get. But after that pack, I want Abba. I want Abba to come back at least in the third batch of DLC characters, because I'm pretty sure we'll get a third and fourth, and I want it so fucking bad. I want her so fucking bad. So fucking cool. I will lose my mind if Abba comes back. Who else? I wrote everything down. Another one. Okay, so if Abba is me on Hopium, Zappa Guilty Gear. Here is me on Copium. This is hard Copium. This is, I know this character isn't coming back, but I still want them to come back. Oh wow, that's a big picture. Pretty sure this is official art. Yeah, it is. I don't want to put up someone's fan art without permission. Big picture. Holy fuck, dude. So anyway, Zappa. This dude is great. So his whole shtick was that he was possessed by ghosts, by the ghost of his ex-wife, and then a bunch of other ghosts. And so his whole shtick was that he was a stance switcher, but he had like, I think 4 different stances you can choose from, or it was random. I think it was random, and they all had a very weird, unique fighting style you had to play around. It was random, it was fun, it was chaotic, but here's where it's copium. It's hard copium. He got cured. He got cured of his multiple ghost problem, and now he's just a normal dude who is studying the art, who is studying the paranormal. Which means there's a good chance he'll never come back. He'll probably never be playable again. Unless they really want to lean into it and make him more like a ghost hunter. I kind of want that to happen. I think he's a cool character. And I really do want him to come back, even if he doesn't come back the exact same way. Say, like, if he comes back like Testament did. Like, if he turns out like Testament, I'd be cool with that. I'll totally be down for it. I want to see him come back though, but it's copium, like I said. There's this is a strong want with absolutely no proof to go behind it. And then, all right, I'm gonna hold off on these other characters because I actually want to make a video dedicated to them. I want to talk about Order Soul, Venom, and Cliff kind of on their own because I have some things to say about them, but I'm going to stay away from it right now. So, let's talk about the data mining. Who do we know that's coming in? Well, I'm just going to... You know what? I'm going to monitor. Monitor capture. I don't care. There you go. Let's just do this one. Slayer. Oh. Guilty Gear. I should have saw that one coming. My bad. Slayer. The Dandy Man. So, yeah. So, the original leak for the DLC characters actually said the last DLC character was supposed to be Slayer. And so there's a really good chance that Slayer's actually going to show up in the DLC story, and that he's probably going to be either the first character or just somewhere or later on. I feel like our first DLC character is probably going to be Slayer. Which, hey, my little brother's going to love that. He has been waiting for this character. He loves this character. He loves the Dandy Man. He loves Dandy Man. What the fuck is this? Oh, no, go back. I didn't want to look at it. Open image. Look at that. That's his extern model, I guess. Yeah, so a really good chance that we're just going to get Slayer. Hold up. I don't want to show off. I have this list. I don't want to show the list. So, and then after Testament came out, people looked at the dialogue. You can look at that. And the next character... Someone had a quote with Testament. We don't know what the quote is, but it's coded into the game to trigger on that character. And do you know? And that character is Sin. Again, he's probably going to show up in the story mode in the new story that's coming out. And that actually gets my mind thinking that if we're going to get Sin, copy, duplicate. Come on. If we get Sin, we're probably going to get Elfelt at some point. I don't think we're going to get Elfelt in this pack. Unless the story mode calls for her, then there's a good chance of it. And the only reason that I feel that way is because all the having Ramlethal in the game, having Sin in the game, because of data mining, we know Sin's coming. Sin is coming. We know that. There is no denying it. When he comes is a mystery. I don't think he's gonna be the first character. I'm still convinced it's Slayer, but we know for what the fuck. I don't see the fun little fact. The checkered background. I don't see that. It's just white on my computer. That's funny. Oh no, it's checkered. It's just weird. Okay, whatever. Anyway, not important. If Sin's coming in, we're gonna have Ramlethal in the game. We're gonna have we have Jacko in the game. I know that's a weird one to point out, but Jacko's gonna be in the game. Jacko's in the game. We know this already. And that's I think it's weird to have Sin and Ramlethal in the game and then not have Elfelt and just randomly not have Elfelt. Because even though Elfelt's not in the game, even though you know who will be in the game? Dizzy. Again, this will be down the road. Oh my god, why did you spy? This will be down the road. I don't know if this will be like day one or anything. But Dizzy will show up in the game eventually. She is a fan favorite character. Inconceivable they won't add her at some point. Just maybe not in Pack 2, unless again they made a difference. Also, nice. That's what I get for typing in Dizzy. That's what I get. I'm gonna get off that now. I could get in trouble for that. But yeah, I find it weird. So I'm pretty sure we are gonna get Dizzy because again, really popular character. And if we're getting Dizzy, Sin's already confirmed. We have Ramlethal. I do not see I cannot imagine Elfelt not coming into the game. That's so weird that she would be the one that gets excluded. I don't see a reason for it. And then for our last character who showed up in the data mining is this one. I'm just going to type in preemptively. There we go. Jam. Jam is going to be... Jam was also found in the code in data mining. I was actually pretty convinced. It was interesting because she actually had a pretty complete model. I swear to God, is that fuck? Y'all, I don't even see the appeal of this character. Y'all fucking need to calm the fuck down. Y'all need to calm the fuck down. I'm gonna get in trouble because of you bastards. Because of these rat bastards. You fucking... I shouldn't talk as a Jacko, but fuck y'all. Anyway, Jam, yeah, in the data mining has a model, has a completed playable model, or a model that can be played. The rigging just isn't there. So the model's there, the rigging isn't, and the same data that you can find for a playable character, she is in there. She has like data and all that. So you just can't really use her or code her in. So again, that's kind of pretty good proof that we're gonna get Jam. Jam's gonna be coming. Sin's gonna be coming. I swear to God, Elfelt has to be coming because Dizzy will come at some point, and hopefully we get Delilah. So here is my prediction. It is gonna be. In fact, let me pull it up. Let me make a list. Well, I'll write it down. I'll write it down at some point. My prediction is we are going to get Slayer. We are going to get Sin. I don't know. I'm not going to predict the order. We're going to get Delilah. Ugh, fuck. And we're going to get a new character. Another new character. That is my prediction. So, Slayer, Sin, Delilah, new character. Not in that order. Could be in any order they want. I feel pretty confident in that. I could be wrong. But that's I'm locking that in. And holy shit, I've been streaming for 2 hours. Hey, round of applause for me, dude. That's pretty good. I did pretty good. Round of applause for me. I actually got this thing going. I learned some stuff. Hold on, let me just pull these back up. So, oh wait, hold up. There. So, what I learned from this stream, I didn't realize what I would need to be. Next time, I should just have videos ready to go, because I think some of this video suffered because of that. I'm still gonna upload it. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Maybe I'll break it up. I'm gonna break it up in half from the first batch of DLC and the second batch. But overall, I think this was a good stream. I think I did pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Once I have examples up, I felt a little more confident. Good lesson for the future. Yeah. The DNF duel, I think it's just... DNF is probably going to launch at 7 o'clock. So I have some time. I have like an hour. It's 6:16 right now. I probably won't do it right away because I actually need to make dinner. It's my turn to make dinner. So when I'm done with that, I'll get set up and ready to go for the stream. I'll have a mic up and I'm just going to play through the night because there's no training mode, so I just got to get my shit kicked in. It'll be fun. I'm going to play Crusader, Grappler, oh my god, the Fire Ninja Lady, and the Striker. That's going to be the plan. I'm not going to play everyone. I can't play everyone. That's just how it is. But, yeah, if you are going to be there, if there's anyone watching and you're going to be there, that's awesome. I can't wait to see you. If you won't, thanks for coming by if you did. It does mean a lot to me. This is not something that's easy for me, just talking, because I'm not good at it. I'm not shy about it. I'm just not good at it. So, hopefully it'll be better next week. I have another good topic, but I'll probably talk about DNF Duel. But if I don't want to talk about DNF Duel, I've got another great topic lined up. And now I know what I need to do to be more prepared. And I think I can just grab it all together. As a matter of fact, it may be 2 weeks from now, so that way I have more time to prepare. But that's for later. So, thanks for watching. I'll be streaming later tonight. And have a good night. GG's.